What's going on? My name is Ja, and or Ja the God, whichever one you prefer to call me. And I'm here with a video, another video. The topic of today's video is stay consistent no matter what. And the the Bible verse that goes with it is Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And it's never grow weary of doing what's right. And we're diving straight into it, and I'm gonna give you guys a message for it today. The more you stay consistent, the more you put more effort into whatever you're doing, like the more you build that cognitive, that consciousness, that like, hey, I'm doing whatever I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it to grow. I'm doing it to push past what the little box that everybody just put me in to try to be comfortable or remain the same person. No, I'm when you stay consistent, you giving it your all. You giving it everything that you got, because you know inside of you, you like, inside of me, I am the greatest. I I'm trying to be that greatest version of me so I can help someone else see that greater version of themselves. I'm not I'm not staying the same way. Like, I know I may be going off track, but that it's like it's gonna all lead back to the same thing. But like, consistency. Its structure is focus is like beyond what you could ever imagine, because you doing what what nobody else would do. Like, say if you, like me, a dancer, you're being consistent in dancing. You're showing up every day. You're doing what you need to do to get to like that set goal, or learn that move or that choreography, or like anything, any kind of goal. Like, you're not, when you staying consistent, it's never gonna, it's always gonna be like a proper result. It may not be the proper result that you want. Sometimes, like, a day it'll be up or down. You may not be getting it that day, or you just like, all right, I'm not feeling it today. But you still showed up. You still gave yourself that time to be consistent and to do what you needed to do, because you like, you know what, I still got to get this done. You know, in your mind, you still got to get it done, whatever it is, whatever that you are doing or dealing with or pushing yourself to become, whether it's a workout routine, a new whether it's fasting or or like prayer or anything, like reading a book every day, reading a Bible verse every day, like whether it's running 1 mile, running 2 miles, running 3, 4, you know what I'm saying, and so beyond. Maybe you playing a game and you like, and you want to get better, so you still show up every day. You're still showing up to prove to yourself, hey, good or bad, win or lose, draw, whatever, I'm still here. I'm still able to, you know what I'm saying, to persevere and to show myself, hey, I can still, I got the consistency. When you stay consistent, it builds character. It builds who you are. Being consistent is always gonna help whatever, like, needs are, sorry, whatever needs that needs to be met. It's not gonna stir you wrong, cause I'm sorry, I just needed to, like, it's, I know I'm ranting a lot about it, but stay consistent. Consistency builds character. It builds, like, when you be consistent, it's not a bad thing, because you showing up how to, you doing it anyways, regardless of how you feel. Like, whether you feel good or bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, these nets are just like devastating. But consistency, it builds like endurance. It builds a relationship with whatever you're doing. Like, because certain things, like, certain people may not believe, or people be like, oh, I don't think you can do that. But when you consistent and you doing it every day, you proving the naysayers wrong. You proving people who don't have nothing right to say wrong. Like, you doing everything that you need to do, because you know, hey, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what goes on, regardless of who does what happens, I gotta show up to do what I need to do every day so I can prosper into who I want to be, who I need to be, who I desire to be, who I want to grow into. I'm like, that consistency is, it's a great thing, because you may look at it as, sometimes like when you first starting out, you may look at it as like, oh man, I don't feel like doing this today. But then when you get into it and you being consistent, and you start getting your rhythm, and you start getting in your movement, and you keep going and you keep going, and so on and so forth, and you start to progress, and you start to do things more, and you start to be who you truly want to be within that thing, and you start to grow more and more and more. Not only will people start to notice, but you will start to notice. You will start to become like that person that you have seen. I know like people say, like, they'll say like, oh, you crazy, you doing this, that, and the third. Like, oh, why aren't you, like, why aren't you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, I got thrown off track. But like, people will say like, oh, why are you taking it so serious? Why are you going so hard? Or no, that's what it was. They say, see the person that you want to be, like, act like it already, and then you'll manifest it. And so when you manifest it, that's what you're becoming. You being consistent within that. You're not slacking off. You're not taking no days off. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not like going based off of nobody else's say. You're doing what you need to do so you can become that person that you've seen in that vision in your head. You're not crazy. You're showing up every day. You're doing what you need to do. Like, you can be consistent at anything. A job, uh like, there's countless amount of things that you can be consistent at. You can be consistent at being a great person, consistent at being, like, at overcoming everything that you want to achieve for a set date. Say if you were like, you're an artist, you make music, you're consistent, you're showing up, not like 10 out of 10. You're not backing down. You're in the studio, you're doing what you need to do, you're doing your vocals, you're writing music, you're getting inspiration. You're not letting nothing get in your way, because you know in your heart of hearts that if I keep doing this, if I keep going, if I don't stop, I'm gonna be who I want to be, who I seen in that vision. I'm gonna have that dream. I'm gonna like I'm gonna I'm gonna have what I desire, that God wants me to have. I'm not gonna be something that's like lesser than, or like can be outworked, because I know the amount of work I can put in. I know the heart that I can put in. I know everything that I can do. So it don't matter what nobody else say. I know I put in the hard work. I know I gave it my all. I know I went 100%, and still show up every day. No matter how I'm feeling. It don't matter what nobody else say. I still gave it my all. I still went hard. I still did everything I needed to do. And I didn't stop, regardless of who says what, how nobody feels, or what goes on. I'ma still be consistent. I don't care what nobody, like, you don't care what nobody's saying or talking about or what they got going on, because you're locked in, you focus, you laser focused, and you giving it your all. You ain't on like nothing. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can take you off your pivot, because you're a consistent person. You giving it everything you got. And that consistency will help that. It will, like, it's this thing I did back then. Like, it's this dance style. It's called Memphis Jukin. And this is back when I was around those said people that I used to hang around. And it's this thing, it was called, that they made up, called 100 Days of Jukin. And like, you would have to learn the style in 100 days. And I did it. I showed up every single day. I did it, like, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And I ended up being like at the top of my game. I still know how to do it to this day. I ended up being better than most people who claim they know how to do it. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not you know what I'm saying, belittling them or none of that. But you can tell by people's by how they react towards it, because I put in the most effort towards it. I'm like, you know what? I like this style. I'm a learn it, and I learned it. I'm not gonna say you know what I'm saying. I may not be the best, or I may not be like, but I know I seen it. You know what I'm saying. You can see it when people know. But we're not gonna dive into that. But regardless, I stayed consistent. I never stopped, and I never gave up, because I knew inside of me I love dancing. So this ain't nothing to learn something in 100 days. This ain't nothing to it's just a hump to get over. That's all it is. Consistency is a love like it's a love thing. Once you it's that when once you bind yourself in that, and like it's a relationship, you can't break it. Once you in it, you in it, and it's you in it to win it. It's never gonna like go downwards. It's only time it be down like is when you having a down day, but you still showing up. You're never giving up. So always stay consistent. Trust that you got it, and trust yourself. Trust the Lord that He will bring you through. And that's all it's going to be from me today. It's probably about to rain a little bit. I thank you guys for listening. You guys have a great day.